Good morning, good morning. Just want to put it out there. I'll whack in a link in case anyone wants to jump on in a minute. Over the last few hours, been catching up on a few lives. It's just Emma this, Emma that, Emma. Let me get on something straight, yeah? People are calling her a bully, people are calling me a bully. I haven't gone in on anyone I don't think deserves it, doesn't deserve it. I've done it for a reason. I've gone on people, I've done it for a reason. Now, some people, you can pick and choose your friends, we're all open, to making our own choices. We want to hang around with and this and that, whatnot. But Sharon, you decide to hang around a bunch of people. Okay, one of them, you put in the group, there's one of them a little bit tainted, you know, not a big deal. But when every single one of them has got tainted with that brush, ash, and the newspapers, out and out wrong. And Axel, you can just tell by the way he speaks. Speedo this, speedo that. Dildo Dave. You've only got to look at the newspapers. Anthony Burgett. This goes on and on and on and on. So you can't blame people for thinking you might have some kind of aligned interest with that kind of behaviour. Now, well, maybe Emma isn't the perfect person. Maybe she's not the perfect Christian. Maybe she has made some mistakes in her life. Is she ready to blame because she's standing up for herself on her own? Because she's fighting back? What you want to do? Just lie down there and just say, yep, attack me, attack my house, attack everything that I've put into my, marriage, and make some slanderous accusations. Try and make it up that I'm trying to do something bad to my husband. Try and make up this, make up that. Hearsay, he say, she say. Anybody can say what they want to say. When people throw, she stands up and she throws something back and it hits them back in the face. They're like, oh my God, that really hurt. That makes these people angry. Then they fire back and then they all get together, all grouped together. Latest one, this special K bloke, this creep, this stalker. Used to be a friend of theirs until he turned out he was an utter disgusting wrong'un, proper wrong'un. And guess where he gets accepted to? With open arms, in the arms of Doxy. And guess how he got accepted? By the oldest trick in the book, the old living honey trap. And she is a playground for bacons, people with sexual deviant. Oh, don't get me started. Now, Emma, I know you got a lot on. I know you're really, really busy. If you want to throw a link, I'll send it on WhatsApp. If not, I can't. I'm not going to risk getting bombed again. Over the last 12 hours, over last night, I was just hearing live after live after live, and most of it is just slander. Mandy Jameson, you obviously got a deeper underlying problem with Emma, and it's nothing to do with that documentary. I mean, it's all right to let Dildo Dave in your house. You've only got to look at the newspapers of what he's done. So it's okay. Okay, you've done a Sarah's law or Claire's law, whatever it was, and Becca, yeah. And it came out bad because of what he's done to other people, not what he's done to you. So with Dildo Dave, what he's done to other people as well, old age pensioners, this and that. There's none of anyone in your family. He's been all right with you, but then so Decker was all right with you as well, wasn't he? And surely, like, the shoe's got to fit on both feet. You can't just give one person because he's easy to listen to. That's what he does. He's easy to listen to. He's a manipulator. He tells you what you want to hear. Now, you can't hold it over Emma because she didn't. Look, what you've been through, Mandy Jameson, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But your problem with a woman who's been attacked consistently, this is like the worst form of bullying I've ever seen on this YouTube. This is the worst I've ever seen. I mean, the worst. I mean, from people that are supposed to protect women. Has she said bad things towards people? Possibly. And think to yourself, have you done anything to instigate that? Have you got a woman pushed her right to the edge? So she's got no more in her. That she feels like she's a fight or flight, and then you get pissed off when she fights. You know, where do you want this to end? What has she actually done that's so wrong? That I mean, that we most of us haven't actually done ourselves. You know, I mean, I can't count. I bet you out of 60% of people on this part of YouTube have probably raised their hands to a woman at some point in their life. Not me. I bet you 60 or even 70% of these people watching here wouldn't pass a lie detector when it comes to some kind of domestic violence, including you, Special K. That's your new name from now on. I do recall you trying to push someone out of a car out of a moving vehicle. Yep, I know. So, the only thing I can put it down to, Michael, when he's a red spot, I'm a swinger, is pure jealousy. People are trying to insinuate that she's trying to get with Paddy. Oh my God. Mandy Jameson, you don't even know Paddy, you admit you don't know, so why are you making these opinions on a public platform on Anne Dragoin's stage to bring her views for this hot topic of the month? You got a bit of an insight because your cousin or something went out with her at one point. You know, you lot are all supposed to be women, aren't you? Shouldn't you be, you know, grouping together against this kind of stuff? How many of you have had shotguns at your faces? How many of you have to go to sleep and make sure you have to keep within a few meters from your front window in case someone comes plowing through it? It is deflection. It's deflection, and it's look, dark side. I'm just going to tell you straight. You don't know what you're talking about. You're getting information based on only what you see on YouTube. What you see on YouTube and the things that you can't see on YouTube because you can't put it up there. You know, like those pictures of screenshots saying they've been adopted, the ones which have been put up on my channel. They haven't been adopted. The only thing that's been adopted is things that have to be adopted, like names and things to protect the actual victims. I can't put that up for public to see. I'm giving people a little bit of an insight as to what's going on, but I can't put the full names out there, the phone numbers of the victims of this, that. I mean, you just can't. And that goes with a lot of other things that are going on behind the scenes. You know, Paddy Conroy, it is the reason, look, I know for a fact that there is a recording out there. Steve Wraith admits to setting Paddy Conroy up with that child stuff. Okay? I've heard the recording myself. I don't have the recording, but I've heard it. So I can't play something I don't have, but I know it's out there. It's in my ears. The only people that person I need to convince is me. So why do you think other people turned when they realised somebody's been set up for one of the worst things you can possibly set up for? Set up. You understand the word set up? It's a psychotic issue. Right, bullshit. Yeah, I know. Look, at the end of the day, like, you know, I've seen people call her a bully. I've seen people saying, "Oh, we're not scared. We're standing up to her." What do you mean you're not scared? You're all big pack, one big pack of people. Of course you're not scared. You're on the Wolfpack team. Why would you be scared? You're not the ones getting your house shot up, petrol bombed, persistent online trolling. How many of you have had your dogs poisoned in the last couple of years? Taking it out on your dogs and then just to rub it in your face, putting a picture of their dog up, of a dog similar to their dog, and calling it the avatar, the name of their dog. These offline trolling, which people haven't even seen or heard. I've seen it. I can't even put those pictures online without being what's the word, without YouTube taking. That's how graphic they are. Do you think those pictures which Axel received are bad? You just see the ones that they've been sending her persistently day and night, going in on their relatives persistently day and night. And you're trying to say that, insinuate that she's trying to put something in Emma's trying to put something in Brian to accelerate our dementia. If you want to see accelerate dementia, try accelerating the stress levels in their house, because that's what you seem to be doing, and it seems to be working. If you want to see dementia accelerated, Roxy, maybe you spend a few days living in their shoes. You know, if you got some kind of autism or ADHD, see how you cope with it. You don't have a choice. You have to cope with it because it's there persistently, day and night. And the only reason why you're pushing it is because of the team and the side that you're on. It just so happens that all of you lot have got something on each other. You got sick backgrounds, twisted, like the worst of the worst. You're trying to portray yourself as good people. Hey, Burgett. And isn't it interesting that the biggest, horriblest man I've ever met in my life, Special K, has now decided to come onto YouTube, which I believe he's been there in a while, and he's drifted into those bag of wrong uns. He's drifted right into that bag of wrong uns. This is a man that likes his money. He likes to portray himself as the victim. People say, I like to portray myself as the victim. I don't portray myself as the victim. I'm just saying what's happening. There's a few, well, yep, 100%. From it you speak sense. All I know is listen, you better hope that there isn't a God. I don't believe in God. Because if you do get judged, the things that I've seen Emma put up with is pure Christian. Because every day I've seen her get up, not actually seen her with my own eyes, because obviously I live in another part of the world. I don't live in their house. But I know I've got pretty much of a gist of what goes on. She's persistently on edge. She makes sure Bobby and Brian are well fed, the dogs are well fed, the dogs are well nourished, the dogs are healthy, the dogs are walked, the dogs are well looked after. She juggles daily routines all by herself, and for her husband, and for her brother-in-law, and for the dogs. She's doing a three-man job on her own. At the same time, the only thing I can do is watch cameras from a distance, so she can have a little bit of a break, give her eyes a little bit of a rest, so she doesn't have to watch them. So if something happens, you know, I can just shout. How am I wrong? How am I wrong? How can you twist that into some kind of sick, creepy thing? Listen, listen. Most of us on here have done something wrong in our lives. I think everybody in the world has done something wrong in their lives. So, you know, don't try and portray yourselves as good people. There's no such thing as a good person. You can't say, I'm a good person. It's up to somebody else to label you that. You don't label yourself that. I believe I'm a bad person. I've done some bad things to bad people. And I don't regret it. I haven't gone after people I don't think that don't deserve it. I've also helped people which I think have been unfairly treated. This case is absolutely disgusting, and people are trying to portray me as a woman abuser. Well, the way I see it, every single one of you that is going after that lady, that woman, Emma, is a woman abuser. Revenge porn, stalking, attacks on a house, petrol bombing, trolling, you name it. She's had it all up. Even domestic violence in the past. Hey, Mandy. Something that you would know about, wouldn't you? Thank you, VV. I know. But at the end of the day, you won't want to play your games. It's all going to end in tears. And people are going to be tortured. It's only so long people will suffer it. You lot are sitting there thinking that you've won because you've all grouped together, because you've all got this special bond between you of sick, deviant, sexual past, presents, and futures. Humbles, you like to recruit these people. That tells me you got your fingers in the drawer somewhere. And you made your channel off the back of Decker Heggie. As soon as you made your channel, and as soon as you made your presence, then you started moving on to Northeast stuff. It tells me that you use Decker Heggie as a ladder to promote your channel and to promote your whatever you was going into. This Northeast Chew, which I don't know why you're involved. I don't believe I don't believe you're getting paid much from it. I believe that you already got money, probably via marriage or something like that. I believe you're manipulating and grooming youngsters into thinking that they're going to have a bit of what you got if they follow in your shoes and do what you're told. Really, you're grooming people, young like Ash and Axel, and you're making them think they've got a future in front of them if they follow in your path. But you, Mr. Humbles, you are working for the government. You're working for MI5. There you go. I've said it. You're working for MI5. Don't ask me how I know, but I know. You shopped your own so-called bosses. You got in with the Sayers family. You got in with the Sayers family to getting trust within in the criminal world. You then put them. You managed to get those two people jailed whilst buying their trust at the same time. Who are you? Where are you from? What school did you go to? No one knows that stuff. Humble. Freemasons. Good place where people could meet up, where the borderline between criminality and law enforcement can openly share a table. I know a lot about you, Humble. A lot. I wasn't going to say this now. I think it's time that the world knew, including your bosses. You got your bosses jailed. You got your bosses. You infiltrated the Sayers family so you could get the trust and get your feet into that world and then start tearing it apart. Didn't you, Humbles? Why else would you be here? Why else would you be getting involved? Where are you getting your money from? See, people like you got powers to commit crimes other people can't do. You got the powers to hide. You got the powers to come and go on different fucking passports. Don't you, Humbles? What is your fucking real name? I bet it ain't Mr. Wason, is it? I'm telling you, Humbles is enemy number one for everybody on this part of YouTube. You think you're safe around him? You're not. He's not after helping anybody. He works for Her Majesty's government. That's who he's loyal to. So on that note, Humble, prove me a liar, prove me wrong. Did you get your boss's jail? Are you trying to get everybody in the North East jail? Prove me wrong.